Hello and welcome to this demonstration video of my simple 5-day weathercast website. So with this website, the main reason and purpose I made it was to practice a few different things, practice fetching an API and then taking that information and putting it onto the screen, but also practice using local storage as well. So just to show at least how the website functions, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So at least with the laptop or desktop view, you can see the 5 different slots for at least the current day, then each of the upcoming days, and their dates and an icon and like the high and the low coming in. So I was like, okay, cool. And then if you want to switch to another city, then you can. I just did three random cities that I've been in, grew up in, whatever. And then you can switch between those, and it'll bring in all the information there. But if I want to do a mobile view, so like here you can see I made it where the boxes are like responsive, and then it gets to a point where it like shifts everything, and then just like stacks them and whatnot, and then you can still like switch there. But yeah, so that is at least the view of the API. I will also show, so like I mentioned before, I also use local storage. So if I head over to my application here, so you can see I'm storing 2 items in local storage. I have one called item and another one called URL. The URL one should be pretty straightforward. It's the URL from like the weather website that it's pulling the information from. And then the item is it's a list of objects where it pulls like the various URLs and names of the cities. So you can use them in the drop-down menu that I have here. So like you can see here I have like Rexburg and then Logan, and then Tacoma. And then that way I made it this way where if you ever wanted to add more cities or whatever, it'd be just really simple to add them. As long as you have the URL and then the name of the city, then you are good to go. And just last thing I'll show here is basically with like the boxes or whatever, the weather forecast boxes, I display them using JavaScript. So just a quick overview of like the code here. Top part of it, I made a simple class just called storage, where I just try to make it easy, to convert it to JSON, get storage, set storage, things like that. The API brings things in Kelvin, so I have to convert it to Fahrenheit, so I have a function that does that. And then the add weather is basically the overall thing that after you go through all the calculations of getting the day of the week, the high and the low and everything, you can just go through here and it'll just like generate all that HTML. But yeah, so that is my simple demonstration of my 5-day weather forecast API. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.